Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 7 of the May Daily Draws. Let's see what message we get today. And I'll be taking the first card from the Druidcraft Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Beltane Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. We have the Five of Cups today, and this is about loss, things that are missing, that we've had go from our lives, relationships, things we were emotionally attached to. And this is about where our focus should be. We've got the overturned cups here, but we have two standing cups behind. And yes, there is a period where we reflect on our loss, we reflect on what we no longer have, and we need to work through those emotions. But there comes a time when we need to turn around and put it in the past and focus on the present with what still remains and emotionally connect there with the present now. Doesn't mean we forget about these things, but it means we just shift our main focus to what remains now, to the present moment. So this again is about focus and where we're heading, where we're putting our minds on and our hearts towards. And are we going to be fixating on the past, or are we going to turn our attention to the present and what's here for us now and how we can build upon that? So it's not that we forget about the past, we still remember it. We may still have some residue of emotion concerning it, but our main focus needs to switch to the present moment. As I say, we'll always have our memories, we'll always have that residue that's there, and we can learn the lessons from the experience that we've had. We can hopefully apply those lessons to the present moment and into our future, so that even our losses can contribute towards our growth and moving forward. But we can't do that if we remain focused on those losses, on the past moments. If that's where our focus is, that's what holds us to it. We'll be held into that moment. So we need to change our perspective, and we've had that message even at the beginning of this month, when we had the Hanged Man, for instance. And we've had it in previous draws too, about the need to change the way we think sometimes. And part of that is to shift the focus to what we can connect with emotionally and spiritually in the present moment. So we may need to, like this, if we're this figure, we need to turn around and face these cups and contemplate what they contain for our lives and how we can connect best with those. There's nothing in these cups anymore. All we connect with is the loss. And as I say, there are times when we need to connect with loss and work through it, go through an emotional process. But there's always a time comes when we keep the memory, but we turn our focus to the present and connect with what's here, what remains. So that's what this card is saying to us. If there are things that we've lost, that we can't, we need to shift our focus away from them to what we have still. And it's not always easy to do that. It can be a struggle. It can be hard to do that. Because to turn around and face these cups, we need to turn our back on these. And we don't, some part of us doesn't want to turn our back on these moments because it's a sense of loss, because there was something valuable to them, and we don't want to turn our backs on something that meant something in our lives. But if there's nothing contained within it anymore, it's just a memory. We can hold on to the memory while focusing on the present things that do remain. So that's where our focus and our attention needs to be. Okay, let's see which oracle card are we going to get. We have her Earth Worship. This deck has a lot of messages. It has good messages, but I personally, I don't know, maybe it's just an issue with me that I may need to work on. But it's the word worship that I struggle with. That we don't worship the earth, but we celebrate, value, connect with, honor the world. To me, I don't worship it, but I cherish it. So earth worship to me is a funny word, but anyway, that's just me. You may like the word, you may like the term earth worship, and if you do, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not saying don't use it. I'm just saying I personally, find the word worship a little bit too strong there. And she's blowing into some crystals in the. You've got the tree there with the roots coming almost. It's like held in her hand. You've got the birds. You've got a butterfly. You've got the land here. She seems to be, and she's holding the crystal. To me, that's holding and connecting and cherishing. To me, anyway. Until my body is in your arms, I will worship you, there, mother of mine. So basically what it's saying, until we're in the earth, until we pass on and become part of the earth, either through burial or through ashes or whatever, passing on, until then, we value, worship, cherish, connect with, and maybe, that's where one way to connect to what's here and now in the present is to connect to the earth, to connect to the world around us, the world that's vibrant and there. Go for a walk amongst nature, connect with the earth, and see life in abundance. And connecting with that can move our focus away from the loss to what remains and it's kind of grounding ourselves, earthing ourselves literally in the world around us. And maybe that's one way we can turn around and focus on the moment, by living in the moment, by connecting with the earth around us that exists now. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 8. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.